Hello friends, welcome to another session of e-learning in Panchkal, and today we will be continuing with Sweden Karm, in which we will cover Sweden Yog, Ayog and Atiyog Lakshan and its Karmukatva. The benefits of any therapy can be achieved only if we have done or achieved its Yoga Lakshan. At the same time, we need to be aware of Ayog and Atiyog Lakshan and its management.
While describing the Samyak Yoga Lakshan, Acharya Charak states, शीत शूल व्यूह करने स्तंभ गौरव निग्रहे संजाते मार्दवे स्वेदे स्वेदनाद वीर अभिपता and Acharya Sushruत says स्वेदः स्रावो व्याधि हनि लघुत्वम शीतार्थित्वम मार्दवम च आतुरस्य सम्यक शून्ये प्राहुरे मिथ्या शून्ये अत्ययन एतत् एव. In brief, Samyak Swedan Lakshan include Shitoparam, that is reduction in feeling of coldness, Shuloparam, that is reduction of pain, Stambhanigra, that is reduction of stiffness, Gaurav Nigra, that is reduction of heaviness. There will be softness in body, sweat will appear, and signs and symptoms of the disease will also decrease or disappear over a period of time. Also, Sushruta says patient will have a liking towards cold things. Apart from this, Acharya Sushruta has also given benefits of Sanchaman and Sanchodhan Swedan separately. While describing benefits of Sanchaman Swed, he states there will be Agni Dipti, Twaka Prasad, Bhakti Shraddha, Sroto Nirmalatva, Tandra Hanti, Nidra Hanti, and Stabd Sandhi Hanti. That is, there will be increased digestive capacity, imparts luster to the skin, there will be increased desire towards the food, body channels will be cleansed, stupor is removed, there will be reduction in excessive sleep, and stiffness will be reduced. While describing benefits of Sanchodhan Swed, Acharya Sushruta states that when Shodhanang Swedan is induced or performed after Snepan or Snehan, it helps in liquefaction of the doshas which are seated deeply in the dhatus, that is Shakagat dosh. And it also helps in preparing doshas for expulsion through Shodhan by bringing them back towards Kosh. While explaining the importance of Swedankam, Acharya Charak states, Shushkani api hi kashtani स्नेहस्वेदुपपादने नम्यन्ति यथा न्यायम किम पुनर्जीवितो नराम. That is, proper snehan and swedan, just like when induced on a dry wooden stick, can help in bending it easily. They, when imparted on a human body, result in improved flexibility and revive the body channels. Also, following modalities are observed. That is, Swedan is Vatar and corrects imbalance of Vadosh and is more effective in conjunction with Snehan treatment. Mardata. Swedan term improves the flexibility of body parts by reducing stiffness. It induces Agni Dipti, which improves in metabolism. Induces soft skin, that is Twakmardata. It improves the functioning of skin and leads to excellent condition of dermis, that is Twak Prasad. Bhakti Shraddha, that is, there is improvement or increase in interest to consume food. Sroto Shuddhi, all these channels are cleansed. Nidra Tadra Hanti, it improves the activity of sense organs and hence reduces sleep and drowsiness. That is excessive sleep and drowsiness. Sandhi Stabdhan Hanti, that is, Swedan relieves the stiffness in joints and thus improves range of joint movements. And it is Schuler, that is, reduces pain. In Ayog Lakshan, there will be improper anuloman of Vat, Guruta, that is, heaviness of body, Stabda Gatrata, that is increased stiffness throughout the body, and Glani and Krishna Vritti, that is there will be tiredness, weakness, and increase in thirst. While explaining Rati Yoga, it is stated that due to excessive Swedan, there will be Pitta and Rakta Prakop, can lead to Murcha, Sharir Sadan, increased thirst, that is Krishna, Daha Prachiti, स्वर दौर्बल्य, अंग दौर्बल्य, संधि पीड़ा, स्फोट उत्पत्ति and श्याव रक्तमंडल दर्शन, भ्रम, ज्वर, as well as chatti. So, in nutshell, there will be symptoms which are similar to Pitta and Rakta Prakop and Rasaksha. In case of excessive Vedan, it is stated that Grishma Ritu Sharya should be adopted and following procedure followed. Ann, which is Madhur, Sheet, Drav, or Snigdha in nature should be given to the patient. Drinks like which is made of cold water and sugar should be given. Patient should be kept in a sheath graha, that is air conditioned or air cooled room. Patient's body should be smeared with a paste of chandan or other sheath dravya. Pittagnan or Pittashaman and Raktashaman chikitsa should be adopted. Cold water should be sprinkled over the body, head and face, as well as head low position maintained. Dehydration should be maintained according to symptoms. Lavan, Amla, Rasatmak Ahar, which is Ushna or Katu Dravya, should not be utilized. In case of sport or burn, fermentation should be stopped immediately and oils which promote healing like Jatyavi Tel should be applied. Avoid landing in Ati Yoga and having to manage the symptoms. Various precautions have been placed and they are first, swimming shall be preceded by Abhyang, and in cases where Abhyang is contraindicated, Abhyang or Snehan is contraindicated, then Vruksh Swed can be used. Swedan should be done at a place which is devoid of direct air entry. Temperature of Swedan Karna shall be tolerable to the patient. After completion of the process, patient should be advised to take warm water bath after a minimum of 1 hour, followed by light meal as per the disease. Swedan shall generally be done in empty stomach or when the previously taken meal has digested. To provide marmaraksha, eye should be covered with clean wet cloth, godum pind or leaves of padma, utpal, palash, etc. before swimming. Heart should be touched repeatedly with muktavali, that is pulse, jalaj or jaladhar hasta to provide marmaraksha to heart. Similarly, for longer duration procedures, marmaraksha by talam is advisable. Swedan can be mild, moderate, or strong, that is mridu, madhyam, or mahan, depending upon the condition of the disease, patient, habitat, and season. Only according to this, a decision should be taken upon the type of Swed to be induced. Generally, Swedan shall be done once daily, preferably in the morning hours on empty stomach, for a maximum of 30 days, depending upon the season and condition of the patient. Health part of Paschat Karma. Light Mardhan, Ushna Jal Snan, Lagu Ahar, avoiding exposure to open air, that is, avoiding Prabhat Sevan, and avoiding contact with cold water shall be done after the Swedan Karma. The diet and regime during and after Swedan Karma includes that a Patya Ahar should be followed by the person who has undergone Snehan and or Swedan should not do Vyayam from that very day. That is, from the day Snehan or Swedan has been started. Acharya Sushruta has added that after Samyak Swedan, one should undergo light Mardan and should drink warm or lukewarm water only throughout the day. A person should remain in Nivat Sadan and have food which is unabhishandi in nature.
After understanding the Samyak Yog, Ati Yog, Ayog, and Paschat Karma of Sweden, let us discuss its mode of action. Shastra have described as following four benefits or actions of Sweden Karma, which are Stambhagnata, Gauravagnata, Shitagnata, and Svedakarakta. All four of these act in various ways for liquefaction, pacification, and elimination of excess dosh from the body through different channels. It must also be kept in mind that most of the times Sweden is presided by Snehan, which also helps in increasing or providing the efficacy of Sweden Karma to its maximum effect. First of the symptoms or benefits of Sweden is Stambhagnata. Stambha means stiffness, which is an attribute which is resultant of excess of Sheath Gun and also the influence of factors such as Samanvat, Shleshak Kaph, Mas and Medhatu. They all combine to produce Stambha. Samanvat, as we all know, is Ruksha Gun Pradhan, and hence if vitiated, it results in excessive shoshan of sharir, thereby reducing contractures and stiffness. Shleshak Kaph is snigdha and pitchal, and if it is decreased, it results in less lubrication of the joints, thereby causing stiffness in the joints. Sweden Karma being Snigdha and Ushna corrects both of these deranged dosh ghatak and relieves stiffness. Acharya Chakrapani has stated that Stambha also means obstruction or block. Therefore, Sweden not only relieves stiffness but also clears blockage of passages, that is Srotarod. We all know Srotas as a structural entity is Kapha Pradhan. Iron or transport is the most important function of the Srotas and which is under the control of Vata. Thereby, it is quite evident that there is a predominant influence of Vata and Kapha over Srotas. Vitiation of these two hampers the structural and functional aspect of the Srotas, and Sweden provides the opposite effects of Vata and Kapha, thereby producing an effect on them and leading to normalcy of Srotas. And we all know unless Srotas Dushti is there, disease will not occur. Therefore, Sweden also helps in providing cure by clearing the Srota Dushti and Sang. Gauravagnata is heaviness of body which can be relieved by Sweden. How it is caused can be attributed to different factors including Vata and Kapha, but majority of the times it occurs due to the fluids which are trapped inside the body. By means of Sweden, fluids which are trapped in the body or stored in the extracellular space are excreted through the Sweden, and hence feeling of lightness of the body is achieved. Sweden also stimulates the nerve endings and promotes muscle strength, due to which muscle fatigue also goes away, which results in Gauravagnata. It is also evident from various literature that Sweden causes vasodilation, due to which circulation improves, therefore fluid movement is improved, which also helps in resulting in Gauravagnata. The third effect of Sweden is Shitagnata. Shitagnata can be understood as the patient is relieved of coldness which is already existing in the body due to उष्ण गुण प्रधान स्वेदन कर्म. Why we feel cold is because the temperature difference from outside the body to that of inside the body. The heat which is trapped inside causes us to feel cold because outside temperature is low. By excretion of the sweat, the heat in the body is being transmitted out, which results in better homeostasis and therefore helps in achieving Shitagnata. Fourth major benefit or action of Swedan Karma is Swedakarakta, that is induction of sweat. We all know Swedan induces Swed, which is a mal or excretory product which includes waste of all the layers of skins, muscles, nerves, ras, rakt, med, dhatu, etc. And therefore Swedan helps in excretion of various metabolic waste in the body tissues. Apart from this, Swed or induction of Swed has various other effects as well, which we will study in following slides. So Swed Karakta can induce Dosh Dravikaran, Vat Shaman and Gatra Vinaman. How? Swedan makes Dosh Mridu and eradicates Malasang by penetrating each channel or srotas of the body and liquefying the Dosh, which has already been softened by the Snehan which we have already given. These liquefied dosh are eliminated from the body with the help of Shodhan Karma, or if they are not in very large quantity, then they are removed themselves. Vatshaman is another benefit of Swedan. Especially if it is snigdh in nature, that is snigdh Swed, it pacifies Vat dosh and cures Purush Mutra Shukrasam. And Snigdh Swed has properties exactly opposite to that of Vat and pacifies all types of Vat. The next important benefit of Swedan is Gatra Vinaman. Acharya Charak states that by applying Snehan and Swedan, even dry wood can be bent easily without breaking it. And similarly, if Snigdh Swed is applied, Sharir also gets flexible and can be bent, therefore providing Gatra Vinaman. It also helps in curing Ruk, Ayam, Shof, Stambh, Graha and produces Mardavta, which results in flexible movement of the body. Another physiological change which is achieved with the help of Swedan Karma is Agni Deepan. Due to Swedan Karma or sudation therapy, Agni improves and that includes all the 13 types of Agni. The Agni is produced by the Ushna Gun, and once the arm that is digested with the help of Ushna and Tikshna properties of Swedan, this Agni improves. The next important factor or the action induced by Swedan is Srota Shuddhi. Due to the production of sweat in the body, there is dilatation of srotas and channels, and therefore the excessive dosh are moving from shakha to kosht easily. Therefore, Srota Shuddhi takes place, and which in turn helps in curing the disease. One of the very important effects of Swedan is Sandhi Cheshta Karakattu or improvement in movement of Sandhi, that is improving range of motion. Swedan relieves Stambha as we have already discussed and Graha and thus results in promotion of joint movement. Acharya Sushruta has stated that in Bahir Parimarjan treatment like Lep and Swedan, they result by the effect of medicine entering into the Romakoop and circulating through the Svedavasrutas. Swedan drugs which use Ushna and Tikshna Gun, are capable of penetrating the microchannels, that is Srotas, where they activate sweat glands to produce more sweat. After dilatation, Lagu and Sargun of these drugs enable them to act on Snigdha dosh in the channel and direct them to move towards Kosht, which results in excretion of them through the micropores of the skin or through various other Shodhan procedures. The dosh which are brought in Kosht are expelled with the help of Shodhan Chikitsa. Swed is a byproduct of Medha Dhatu, which is dominant with Jal Mahabhut. And Swed produces glade in the body, which is also Apu Mahabhut Pradhan. Therefore, with Swedan, Udak Dhatu present in the body in various forms is gradually purified. This Udak Dhatu performs various functions like Jivan, Tarpan, etc. And when it is purified, it can result in restoration of its proper properties. It also helps in resulting Mardavta and Prasadanta of Twak, that is Twak Mardav and Prasadan. The mechanism of sweating involves skin wherein hair follicles, the mool of Swedava Srotas, are situated. Due to sweating, the excretion of waste is achieved and therefore skin becomes soft and pleasant. It is also stated that Swedan results in Bhakti Shraddha, that is improving the appetite. Due to production of sweat, the arm is reduced, therefore the taste in food will increase. It is also due to the effect Swedan Karma has on Agni, which digests arm and is gradually improving due to the Swedan Karma. It also helps in reducing Nidra and Tandra. Due to the correct production of sweat in the body, excessive sleep or drowsiness gets regulated. Due to the fact that Med, Kaf and Gaurav in the body are reduced, which are also effect of vitiated Kaf. In case of excessive Kaf, the Nidra is increased. Once it is removed, Nidra and Tandra Haran is also achieved with the help of Swedan Karma. With this, we come towards conclusion of today's session. Thank you.